This is the Tackle Club Freshwater Bass and Yellas box for June. Let's see what we have. Starting off with the soft plastics in the box here, we've got two different options for you. First one is from Pontoon 21, the Homunculus Awaruna. Homunculus Awaruna. So this is a minnow style paddle tail soft plastic, so a longer soft plastic. We're looking at a 3-inch. And we've also got some jig heads for them. I'll get to them in a sec. But your second one is your Damiki squash shad. These are also kind of like a hybrid between a little grub style plastic and a paddle tail plastic. So it's got the body of a grub style plastic, but the tail that's sort of, how to explain it? Look at the image right here. It's got a squash tail that fans out to a little paddle tail, which gives it this really unique swimming action. Now with the Awarunas, the homunculus, we've included the Damiki underspin jig heads. These have pre-fitted a little spinning blade underneath the jig head itself, which is going to add a bit of flash and vibration. I've got here the 3/8 of an ounce with a 2/0 hook, which is going to marry up perfectly to homunculus. The hook may be a little bit too big with your squash shad, because I tend to preferably fish these with a lighter jig head and a smaller hook, so you can get that slower sink rate with them. Obviously being the 3/8 of an ounce on the Awaruna is going to have a faster sink rate, so it might be more preferable to fish these ones in the deeper water along the original riverbed, or if you've got a steep drop off in your river. If you're finding you're fishing shallower waters, jump over to your squash shad, your Damiki squash shad, chuck on a lighter jig head, and you're going to have that nice slow flutter and sink. Next up from Rapala, we have the Rap V series blades. This is like a half cast between your traditional blade style lure and a lipless crankbait. So this thing does create a fair bit of vibration. Now the cool thing with this is it's got two different toe points on the back ridge of it there. If you're jigging this, so fishing it vertically up and down, just get the little snap and move it to the forward facing hole, and this will give you better vibration on the vertical fish. Now if you're fishing this on the cast and retrieve, just make sure that snap is on the further back hole. That's going to drop the nose of the lure down, giving you better vibration on the cast and retrieve, so you can fish this multiple ways. Next up from Fishcraft, we have the Hound Dog. This is a 65mm long hard body. Now it is a deeper dive. It's going to go about 4 meters deep. So it's going to be perfect for trawling, or you can even use this to rip down along some of those edges where you might find your fish pushing up into some of the weed edges or some of the timber that's up there. But something like this, especially in the colder months like we're in now, I find that the fish are going to start schooling up off the points, you know, in the original riverbeds where you got those drop offs, they start to huddle up real tight. So where you find these schools, if you've got a sounder, you can mark them and trawl this lure straight through the gut and hopefully pick some up that way. If trawling's not your thing, then go find some structure and you can rip this down into the deeper waters and then just pause it before you go into like a slow to medium retrieve. And then last but not least, we've included a tub of sack scent here. So I have wasabi sack scent, and that's completely fine to add onto any of these lures. Just take a little bit out of the tub, put it onto some of your plastics, onto your jig heads, onto your blade, onto your hard body. It's not going to hurt. Going to add a little bit of scent to all your lures. Any of the lures you currently own as well are going to be completely fine with this. And that's it for the Bass and Yellas box this month. If you want to check it out or any of the others in the range, just head to www.tackleclub.com.au, pick a box that's right for you, and welcome to the club.